Alright. Take it away, young Benjamin.
We're in a way. We're starting.
We're doing it. Episode 5.
All right. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Welcome back to episode 5. My name is Spraggy, as ever.
My name is Fintan, as ever.
There you go. We've got that out of the way. Lots to talk about today. Lots and lots on the agenda, including but not limited to some Twitch poker news. We're going to jump right into that.
Straight in. All right, let's go.
Straight in. I'm not here to play games today. Twitch poker news. So all change at the top. Lots of Twitch changes.
What has changed, Benj? What's changed?
Episode. Everything's changed.
Everything.
Something's coming in.
And we're not.
I said in the last episode that I wasn't going to do it. I'm doing it. I've already enabled the $10 a month, $25 a month. Just hand over your money.
Has anyone subbed to it yet?
Not yet. I don't know if it's live yet. I opted into the beta. But we'll see. We'll see if I basically my chat
avoid pain 25 to Spraggy. Sorry, continue.
My chat said that that I should turn it on, and if anyone wanted to click the button, they could click the button. I mean, who am I to deprive people of choice, Fintan? I've always said that I'm a streamer for the people, a man of the people. So I'll leave it in the
man of the people who's yet again selling. Like, we're not sponsored by Party Poker, and you're just like, you're gonna make everyone think we are.
It's a very comfortable hoodie. I'm sorry. It's not. I can cover it up for next episode if it offends you.
Do you not have any other hoodies that you could wear? No, not a single one.
Do you know how poor I am? Honestly, like I have 4 outfits maybe.
You're like a cartoon,
so, yeah, button...
poor man's cartoon that just wears the same clothes all the time.
Which is why I've turned on the 10 and the 25 sub button.
Help the man get a new hoodie.
People want to click it, they're going to click it. So what else is changing? I heard a rumor. What's that coming over the hill?
Jason Somerville?
Jay Carver. Yes, it is.
He's back.
He's back.
So
well, it depends where you're watching this, but
no viewers for Finty and Benj anymore. Game over.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, I assume he's going to be back until WSOP, and then he'll be playing a full schedule. This is complete speculation. I don't know Jay Carver at all. I don't know what his schedule looks like, but he strikes me as someone who would go out and grind like a few WSOP. I could be completely wrong though.
What else did we have? As we had stuff for this.
Yeah.
We'll change the Staples boys. They're off.
They're off to Croatia.
Hello, Croatia. I was actually just watching their latest vlog there on Jamie's channel. Very good. Check it out if you haven't. I'm sure a lot of you have. YouTube.com/ I don't know. Search Jamie Staples. You'll find it. But yeah, they're off to Croatia. So good luck to the trio.
I wonder. Do you know why they're going to Croatia? I have no idea.
I don't know why they're going to Croatia.
They're in Europe. They're gallivanting. They're doing what they can while they're young. You know, going around seeing.
Young, free, single. Like, you know, the world's their oyster. 3 musketeers. Yeah. Off to the seaside. They have a nice sea view from there.
If they already got to the apartment or house.
Do you not watch the vlogs, mate?
I do, but the last one I seen, they were packing up for Vienna, and that was it. I haven't watched today's yet.
Oh, they've done the whole house.
I'm on a different schedule to you, sir. I get up, I start playing poker, then I come and I stream and I waste my time with you. I don't have time to be checking out this yet. Later on, when you're gone to bed and everyone else is asleep, I'll check out Jamie Staples. I'll check out all the VODs, all the YouTube videos.
Blogs was the word you were looking for.
I got there. Well, you got there for me. All right.
Okay.
Can you remember? We didn't write anything down. We completely forgot to write down what we're going to talk about in Twitch Poker News. Can you remember where we were supposed to go after this?
Yes. my mind is like a labyrinth, but I know all the right turns to take. Doug Polk.
Streaming on YouTube.
There you go. See, I set him up. You knock him down. Doug Polk. I've not really looked into this too much. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But I spied with my little eye. He was streaming some poker on Twitch, as he does, as we all do. Next thing you know, halfway through the stream, he's moved it over to YouTube Live, which I don't know really a lot about, like his decision-making process there, still process. But there's so much negative press at the moment about YouTube and all the advertisers leaving YouTube and people
saying that's like not good for content creators at all. Twitch came in with this obviously the option for people who aren't subs yet to get money as I think as a direct shot at YouTube, like saying it's easier to monetize if you come make content on Twitch rather than YouTube. That's what I felt like it was with the timing of it all, but I could be wrong. And
yeah, and a lot of YouTube channels I watch, H3H3, which is quite a big YouTube channel, and some other people as well. They're all moving in the other direction. They're all sort of saying that we can't monetize very well on YouTube. We're going to move over to Twitch. But I don't know. Doug is moving. Well, he did half a stream on YouTube now.
You obviously could. Is there? I mean, I don't know. But do you think? I mean, I guess Doug would have done it, but there's no. You won't be able to stream both of them at the same time.
Well, I think. No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
You probably could, right? But you just might need 2 webcams.
No, you wouldn't need that, man.
No,
I don't think.
No?
No.
Okay.
I think it would be possible, but I don't. He didn't do that, as far as I'm aware. He sort of moved from Twitch to YouTube. I have no idea what's behind this, but I just thought I'd bring it in today. Interesting to note. I don't know if that's something we're going to be seeing more of. If that's going to be a trend that other people will follow to try and maybe some people who aren't as big on Twitch. You know, if Doug makes the jump to YouTube Live and creates like a category there,
and it's like an opportunity for people that they might slide on in. Maybe you could think about leaving.
I'll never leave. Twitch is my home. I'm married to the game. I'm married to my channel. I'll never leave.
All right, let's move it along. Fedor Holz. He has a new company. He has a new app within the new company. Spraggy doesn't know anything about this. I was watching Joe Ingram's podcast 2 nights ago, I think, and he had Fedor on as a guest. For anyone watching this podcast who doesn't know who Fedor is, he's like I don't know how would you describe him? Like a kid who came on and took over the poker world. He's 23. He's retired. He has $20 million in live tournament cashes. He's won a shitload of money online, but now he's like venturing on out that he's decided to retire from poker, and his first app is going to be called Prime Mind. And I think what he's aiming to do is, so you know the way there's like the Apple iPhone, the Apple iPod, like, you know, like Google Hangout, Google Maps. I think like Primed is the company, and Mind is the first app and first project that they're working on. So like in the future, I don't know anything else that he has planned, but like we'll say like
Primed legs.
Yeah, he could maybe make legs for people. That's definitely the way people will go if they want to make money.
Well, I was just thinking, if he's going to do something to help you, like mind training, what else can he train?
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily got to be training parts of your body, but anyway, that's the name of his company. The first product, he's releasing it as an app. He is working with the well-known mindset coach Elliot Rowe, and what they're trying to do, he said that he was trying to find a product that like would appeal to everyone, not just like, you know, like poker players. And he feels that in everyday situations you could do with a mindset coach. So say you're going to do an exam, say you're playing a football match on a Saturday, you want to be able to actually take a free kick and not balloon it 15 yards over the bar. Maybe if you had a mindset coach talking to you before
shots, my friend. Cheap shots.
Before you went to play the game, possibly it would help. So what it is he said there's going to be 120 MP3s on it. It's going to be $15 a month. There's going to be a poker section, which he even said that he thinks it's going to be such good value that he thinks it should have been possibly like a second subscription just for the poker. But I'm not sure exactly. It hasn't launched yet. It launches in late May, but it's going to be like, you know, for everyday things. So they're going to like, you listen to a video in the morning if you've got an exam. And he wants to get experts involved. He was talking about getting a 2-time UFC champion, which I'm not sure which name he cited, to do the sports section. And then I think like Fedor seems like a kid who has a sick work ethic. He could potentially, like, you know, he could end up taking over this. I don't know what exactly this sector is, but
this sector is like, I don't know, mate.
You a bit skeptical?
I'm sniffing this one out because I think the whole mindset coaching is like, I think it's overrated. I don't understand it. I don't see how it would. I don't see why I'd want to give someone money to tell me to fucking get a grip of myself. Do you know what I mean? And that's all it comes down to, is like, be positive, I guess, like believe in yourself and just make good decisions and don't get emotionally invested. There you go. Take emotion out of the game. Do I need to listen to 120 MP3s to tell me not to get emotionally involved in poker hands and just to make correct decisions? I don't think so. I think that time could be better spent learning theory. I mean, once you boil down to it, if you're serious about becoming a poker professional, you got to realize 2 things: emotion, see you later, logical decision making. That's where you want to be, right? Or like theory-based decision making. Every decision you make at the poker table should be based on correct mathematics, and you know.
Do you not think though, if this $15 a month gives you a 1% edge in your games. Like if it makes you.
But why would it give you an edge? How is it going to give you an edge?
I don't know, man. Like I've never used mindset coaching before, but I have like tried meditating in the last couple of months, and I find that like you're not having any of this, are you?
I'm just, do you know what? I'm just such a no bullshit person that I think maybe I'm not open-minded enough to think that that would make a difference to me, but I'm just, I don't know. It feels a little bit like self-helpy, audio booky, change your mind, change your life. Paul McKenna hypnotized, like that whole. I don't know if I'm grouping it wrong, but I don't think that I'm personally going to benefit from it. I think Fedor's a great guy, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not.
His bigger plan, like this is his first app, and he just wanted to have something that didn't have the most overheads or whatnot. But he's opening an office in Vienna. And he said coming from his time in poker, like his most productive times would be when him and like 5 of his high stakes sicko friends would go to Canada, and they would go into lockdown for 6 weeks. They would study together, they would bounce ideas off each other, but they would all be doing it for their own interests, but at the same time they would like 100% share all their information so that, you know, co-working together, that they could get like greater results than they ever could have working alone. So he's opening these offices in Vienna, and he wants, this is what my understanding of it was, he wants to have, in the next couple of years, he wants to have a lot of,
excuse me,
a lot of smart people working together within one office space, working towards different ideas, and then, you know, come up with all the different primed products. And he said, and you know, 3-4 years down the line, he hopes to be in like tens of cities and have hundreds of employees. And it sounds like he's really fucking going for it. And to be honest, I don't doubt that he's going to do it. And I know you are obviously not on board with this mindset coaching thing, but I'm 100% going to try it out. I've signed up for the like ordering of it today, and I think $15 a month, maybe it won't do much, but $15 a month make does, you know, it's not expensive. If it's like, if it fails, you can just unsubscribe or whatever.
I mean, that's like I say, it's a 1/10 of a buy-in for you in some of your games, so like if it doesn't make a difference, it doesn't make a difference. Maybe you've wasted a little bit of time on it, but
potentially it could have
I wish Fedor all the best. I don't want to come across as like I'm hating, because to have those ambitions, those plans, put them into practice and go and execute, huge respect for that. Like I'm not trying to
shit on him,
pull up on him here or anything, but I don't know, I definitely, for me, because I think maybe like I kind of have mind game. I feel like I don't have,
except for when you're playing computer games, you are fucking pathetic.
That's true. See,
like you are pathetic. What happens if you had a video game set? Yeah, but see, the thing is, you don't want to be. You don't want to coach.
If I die in H1, I'm straight on the mic like, you're fucking terrible, blah blah blah. Like I'm fully I'm going in on someone, and that, to me, that's part of the game. I think a lot of people are like that in video games, because 99% of the people that you're like, come on, like, do you get back, which is great.
Do you get tilted in real life situations that are like out of your control? Unlike, so obviously in poker, if you take a bad beat, you don't get tilted, but like say like you're standing in a queue and like someone is like taking fucking ages to like pay at the counter, and you're just like, oh my fucking god, get out of the way, you're a waste of oxygen, please let me get through. Or are you a relaxed human being?
I'm very chill in that I don't let things wind me up. Like I just let most things like.
What about that guy, the 4-5 from last week? Or sorry, the King 10. No, I'm only joking. Whatever. Sorry.
Oh right. No. Like in general, like I'm like kind of a whatever. Like if you can't affect things, like don't worry about them. But that said, I do get very annoyed. Like today, I was driving up my parents' house and I was stuck behind a car, and they were just like, they're just, you know, you get these pathetic drivers who, the idea of a roundabout, people, let me just tell you this quickly, is to keep traffic flowing. Okay, if you have what Americans would have a stop sign, or we'd have a red light. Okay, that's so that everybody has to stop, and then we'll let you go when the light goes green. Okay, the roundabout is, if you can go, keep going. Okay, now I drove home at 10 p.m. after the Man United game, which we'll get to later. So I'm driving home. Roads are very clear. I live in a very, very quiet area. Okay, there's nobody around. There's maybe 6 roundabouts between my parents' house and here. It's about a 10-15 minute drive at most, maybe like 10 probably. This person, and when you're coming up to a roundabout, you look into the right, because you don't drive, do you, Fintan, right?
No, never drove a car.
Give way to the right, okay?
Stop making it out as if you're giving this just for me. Come on.
No. People need to know this. I don't care if this is the only thing people hear on the podcast. People know how to use a roundabout. So you're coming up to the roundabout. You're looking ahead. I can already see from a good number of yards out if something's coming. It's 10:30 at night. Nothing is anywhere near the roundabout. Not even close to the roundabout. This woman, like this, shuffles up 30 miles an hour up to the roundabout, stops at every fucking roundabout. And I'm sat behind it. I can see there's nothing to the right. There's no one on the roundabout. There's no lights of any cars around. Complete quiet.
Yeah, at night it's got to be even easier, right? Because you would see the lights.
You see people coming. And every roundabout, she shovels up to the stop line, looks to the right like that, back into first, fucking lunging off the line. And it's infuriating.
Do you know what? I think what we've learned, by the way, what we've learned, Benj, is that you need to get and sign up for Fedor Holz Prime Mind coaching.
No, because this is why I second it.
You need to sign up, mate. Look, you're in denial. You're one of those people that go to Alcohol Anonymous and you'd be like, you know, I don't have a problem.
I have a few drinks. I drink a little bit.
Anyway, sorry. What's your excuse saying that your mindset's fine in this situation? The old granny just trying to go visit her grandchildren on a Saturday. Or what day is it? I have no idea.
The grandkids should be in bed. It was 10 o'clock at night, so I don't know what.
Maybe she's on the way. She's on the way home. She's after giving them her last $5 so they can buy some sweets in the shop on Monday. And you're giving her shit because she wants to make sure she's alive to see them next fucking week. You are the worst human being that I've ever talked to.
She's gonna crash. There's nothing on the road, unless this app teaches that woman how to drive, which it won't be able to do.
Maybe. Okay.
It's no use for it. But B, I enjoy being tilted. I enjoy.
Are you one of those ironic tilters? Like you'll play the angry man more so than you actually are in certain situations.
No. But I enjoy being miserable. Like in a way, like being able to moan about that woman on the roundabout. I enjoy that. I enjoy a rant. I enjoy getting angry at things that are trivial. Because you're
the man in the pub that sits there with his pint and tells all them stories.
This is why this podcast is a good outlet for me. Because look, we've started on Fedor Holz's app.
Yeah.
And we've ended up. That woman needs to learn how to use the roundabout. It's good for me to vent. I enjoy it.
I wish the best luck to Fedor. I think he's going to smash it. Moving on.
As do I.
I picked the last topic. Benj has picked this topic. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I did pick this topic. A video has emerged, ladies and gentlemen, of a possible Bigfoot sighting. Now, I've watched quite a few documentaries about Bigfoot, and I know Joe Rogan.
He did a piece on him.
In particular, is very, very into the Bigfoot conspiracies. I've watched.
Whoa! He's not into the conspiracy. He doesn't think it's.
No, but like he's not like he doesn't buy in, but he's very engaged with that community.
Yeah.
And I've seen him engaged with that community. He used to do a show actually that's on Netflix, or it was on Netflix, where
he done an hour special and he done a piece on.
Yeah. So there was the one where he went into the woods with the people, like Bigfoot hunters and shit. It was fucking great. So anyway,
do you think, one sec, before you go off on a rant, do you reckon if it was dark at night, your gangly frame could be mistaken for Bigfoot, or is the blonde hair gonna ruin it?
Too fair, not hairy enough.
All right, let's go.
Hairy enough. I can barely grow a beard. So the main thing that they take away. First of all, that is a legitimate screenshot from the video, and that is as clear as it ever gets. We'll get a link in the description to the video so that you guys can check this out for yourself. It's the worst. It's probably the most obvious fake of a Bigfoot sighting I've ever seen. But I don't know why people continue to release these fakes and make these fakes, because you're not fooling anybody at this point. Like, we all know how easy it is. Like, this is so obviously not Bigfoot. But I just thought we'd talk about Bigfoot a little bit, and this video in particular, because from the Joe Rogan video, the one thing they mention is the knocking. I don't know if you remember this, but they say that the Bigfoot would create those knocking sounds where it would knock on trees, and that was like the big takeaway.
Okay. And
the first thing in this video is it's in broad daylight, and they're like, what the hell is that? And they sort of look over to the tree, and then it starts that knocking sound, like the knock 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 knock. So to me, it's very obvious that they've
really overdone it.
It's like the community, and they're like, okay, here are the.
We'll appeal to the shit that they really want to hear. Do you think I'm a bit surprised that in this day and age, there's not someone out there who is a decent video editor, because I think it's gonna get weird in the next like 10 and 20 years. Like CCTV, how are we going to be able to trust it when people can just like manipulate it so easily? You know, like so like how has there not been a better video? Like this is like clearly like I'm not too sure. Is it a man in a suit or? But it's like a grainy, shitty video, bad quality. You can't really see what's going on. How has there not been a video released?
Someone should have made a sick one by now.
Yeah, like
With
using.
the CGI we
Yeah,
have,
exactly. Like there should be a conspiracy like video out there that like would even cause a little bit of doubt in like our minds.
The most logical of minds.
Yeah,
like
but
at this point, I want like a sit-down interview with Bigfoot, and he's like, "Right, what do you want to know?"
Listen, I've been on
Like,
the
honestly,
run
we've made
for
that,
100 years.
Yeah. Like you should be able to fake that, because I've seen videos of manipulation where they take a person, and you can in real time change like what that person's saying. Do you know what I mean? Like someone made like a fake video of Vladimir Putin talking, and they were like making him say whatever. So like you can't trust anything. But you're right. Like all we have, like someone should have made a better fake.
Yeah, like come on, be committed to your community. All right, we're moving on.
So, no,
whoa, are we not moving on? You were not finished on the Bigfoot. Sorry, apologies. I didn't realize you're so passionate about it. I knew like you cared, but I didn't realize it was so like in there.
I do care, and I want to. Maybe we'll come back to this, and we'll talk about some other conspiracy theories in the future, because you know
that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, we can stroke.
I just want your lowdown, your final word. Smoking the green stuff up here would imply.
Oh, sorry.
Crazy.
No. What I was saying, we never actually mentioned that it was in not in Amsterdam, but it was in Holland. And like obviously Holland is renowned.
You're saying all Dutch people are drug addicts?
High as fuck on weed 24/7. I've never seen a sober person over there in my life. I've been over there about 20 times. Dutch people, I'm joking. Before
he is joking.
Before you give out to me.
We don't want any Dutch backlash.
Lex is just gonna fucking go at me now.
Bigfoot. Yes or no?
Does it exist?
Okay, we'll split it into two questions. Is that Bigfoot?
No.
Is there a Bigfoot?
No.
Move on.
I'll ask you the same two questions. Of course I want to hear this. Is that Bigfoot? Oh, I'm terrible at this.
That's not Bigfoot, no.
Is there a Bigfoot?
I don't know. There could be.
That's a fair answer.
There could be. I'm a agnostic when it comes to
all right
Bigfoot sightings.
All right, Sports Centre. Boarfest at the Etihad is the title. We delayed the making of this podcast until after the football was over so that we did not have the results of the vital game in the top 4 race tonight. Manchester City at home, Manchester United away. Benj is rocking his Manchester United jersey underneath his only hoodie. Rocking it. It's actually not a bad jersey. It's nice enough.
Smart in it.
Terrible game.
I like it so much I'm going to leave it.
Terrible game. Aguero should have scored early in the game. It was a terrible miss. Herrera needs to score that chance on the edge of half-time, the header.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan could have possibly scored. Looks like it's going for a 0-0 draw. Flaney might grab a winner. Then BAM! The big Belgian decides I'm having enough of this little fuck. Aguero, you little shit. I'm not having it. I'm going to headbutt you. Not a fair fight. That would never go down in the UFC. That never go down in boxing. There's a big too much of a weight difference, the height difference. That never would have went down. But Fellaini does not give a fuck. So stupid. So silly. He's going to be missing for 3 games. Pogba's injured. Carrick is going to struggle to play UEFA or Europa League plus League. So he's really gone and shot the team in the foot as well as himself, because I feel like he is a player who obviously the fans the fans are not a fan of, but Mourinho wanted to give him as much of a chance as he wanted. He showed him so much support. He made him the captain a couple of games ago, and
you know what he's done? Honestly, he gets a lot of stick at United, but he's actually done pretty well recently. I thought he had a good game tonight. I honestly thought he was
tonight was he did do well, but when you have spent upwards of 300 or 400 million in the last 4 seasons, Marwan Fellaini should not be starting in your midfield.
No, that's a good point, well made. But here's the thing, right? Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, he's always been in the team with all 3.
Yeah, but because...
Why? Are they seeing something that we're not? His chest control's great, which is quite, a bit of a meme amongst United fans, I guess. I think he does offer something. He's very, very good in the air.
He's very good in the air, and I think he's a great option for the last 10 minutes of games as a player to go in behind a striker and launch the ball forward when you need to score. But when it comes to a team that want to win the league, a team that think they should be in the Champions League, Fellaini is not good enough.
You'd have him in the squad, though, wouldn't you?
I would have him in the squad, have him for the end of games and maybe certain games where Mourinho feels like the thing is Mourinho has always over the years had that like aggressive, strong midfielder. You know, he had Makelele. Who else did he have? He signed Matic. He signed Matic, re-signed him. You know, he's always based his team on like a strong midfield and a good defense. And like United, like don't really have that. Like Pogba is still finding his way. So I guess that's why he gets into Mourinho teams. But I feel if Mourinho had I know like it's easy to say Kante, but like if you had got a player in the mold of Kante, like Fellaini is out the door and he doesn't get a look in.
Yeah, showers.
And
overall though, pleased with the result.
I mean it's a good result. Liverpool obviously lost at the weekend to Crystal Palace. Christian Benteke, the man that at one point in my life I loved more than any other man. Do you know what actually breaks my heart? He moved to Liverpool. And then he is now at Crystal Palace. Now, I do not blame him for moving to Liverpool. I would have taken the move as well. He got a lot more money. Although Villa would have paid him a lot of money at the time to keep him. He got a lot more money. He had the chance to go possibly win some trophies with Liverpool, which is debatable or whatever. But then he gets sold to Crystal Palace for like 1 million less than Liverpool bought them. So what Liverpool effectively done was relegate Aston Villa for £1 million. And it breaks my heart that we would never got relegated if he was still in the team. It's so sad.
Yeah. He's got to take the opportunity, though, like you say.
Like, I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that it's sad that he's now plying his trade at Crystal Palace, which, if you were going to argue a case when Villa are in the Premiership... What did you say?
Smaller club than Villa.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were fine. Yeah.
No, like, if he'd have stayed at Villa, they'd stay up. And he'd be playing at probably a better level. If he keeps Villa in the Premier League, they are a bigger club in that league than Palace would be. You know?
Yeah. What do you think chances for top four? You've got Swansea. Jake, shout out to you. I said Warren Gatland was a sheepshagger and you weren't happy about it. So I'm talking about Swansea. You've got Swansea at home on Sunday. This is, in my opinion...
Easy wins.
If you had lost that game tonight, I think Mourinho puts out an absolute dog shit reserve side. But because there's some hope now, because you've got to go...
It's Liverpool now, mate, that are going to bottle it.
Yeah, but...
If we're going to catch anyone, it'll be Liverpool.
No, yeah, I know that. Liverpool have quite easy running, but it's just that United have Tottenham away, Arsenal away. Like, once you play your game on Sunday after Swansea, it's 4 away games and 1 home game, and like they're not easy away games either. It's Southampton, Arsenal, Tottenham, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I gave up on top 4, and then that Chelsea result sort of pulled me back in a little bit. I just think our running is too tough. But it just like if Liverpool go full
just blow up
mode.
Yeah.
Then. I think I don't think City. I think City will be alright. Who have Liverpool got here? Watford away, Southampton at home, West Ham away, Middlesbrough at home. Jeez.
Yeah, but they're the teams that Liverpool so far this season have been.
Watford away, potential banana skin. West Ham away, potential. I think the home games they win.
They just lost last week, Crystal Palace at home. You know, like.
Yeah, I think
their record against the top 4 teams or the top 5 teams this season has been insane, and then their record against the bottom teams has been terrible. I actually watched the Tottenham against Crystal Palace game the other night. I was like, yeah, we'll see if Tottenham can keep their chances alive. Christian Eriksen bangs in a late goal. Little did I know, Dortmund were playing Bayern Munich at the time. Went down as a cracker, 3-2 to Dortmund. They went 1-0 up, 2-1 down, and then 3-2 up. I know it doesn't really matter. Bayern are going to walk the league, but they haven't won in like five or 6 games.
It's quite unheard of for Bayern as well. They've got such
but it's so sad that they've lost they haven't won in like 4 or 5 league games and they are still 10 points clear or something.
Killing it. That's why I don't follow really football outside the Premier League these days.
No. Anything else? No.
Sports Centre will start focusing on American sports, or we'll start doing a segment on American sports.
Well, I mean, the European the European sports is nearly done for the summer, and then we're gonna have no choice but to talk about the hand egg ball,
racquetball,
and stuff,
netball,
the ice hockey. They love when you call it ice hockey.
What's wrong? It is ice hockey. What do they call it?
Hockey.
Yeah, but no, you play hockey on. See, I played hockey on the playground with a round ball.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but they play it at the Olympics. We played at the Olympics hockey, and it's on.
That's field hockey to the North Americans.
Okay, so call it field hockey and ice hockey. Then there's never a problem.
Listen, I'm just telling you how it goes down over there.
Who's getting annoyed that we're calling it hockey? Names. That we're calling it ice hockey.
Every North American.
Why would they not call it ice hockey though? It's
every North American.
It's hockey on ice.
Listen, Benj, I agree with you, but when I went over there and I went to a game, or not when I went over to a game, when I was over in Canada with Parker and I was calling it ice hockey, Parker wasn't having it. It's fucking hockey, dude.
Ice hockey.
Listen,
of all the
listen.
North American
I'm being
sports,
devil's
ice hockey is
advocate
the
for the
most-
sake of the North Americans here, and I agree with you that it is very much ice hockey.
I wish field hockey was popular.
Did you play?
Actually,
You
no, I
did. You
don't.
definitely. What sports did you play in school? You definitely played cricket and field hockey.
Played cricket, field hockey, football, and rugby.
You didn't play rugby or football.
I had to play rugby. I went to an all-boys school, and we had to play rugby. That's probably why I hate it, because I got throw the ball in rugby.
What? But you
and my
played.
objective
You played in
as-
the where they throw the ball in the flanker. No, the fuck.
I don't know where the fuck I played. I didn't play like for a team. We played in like you have like games, we called it, because we had games and PE, right? So
Okay.
you had PE. You had PE once a week, which was like in the gym where you're doing whatever, like physical activity. You're doing like a bit of running maybe in the summer, and then you're doing like gym in the you know, like you do like the pommel horse and all that shit.
Gymnastics.
Yeah, it's like
So you doing gymnastics, cricket.
No,
Field
that
hockey.
was PE, and then we had games, which was like your football, your rugby, your field hockey, cricket in the summer.
Do you not have to play basketball being a gangly piece of shit now?
I think we occasionally played basketball during PE. Two things: the rugby, that's why I hated. Terrible, because like there were very aggressive big rugby players, and I was like, I'm a fucking nerd. Like they threw me the ball, and straight away I'm trying to pass it off, but like if I held it just for a minute, bam, whammy, I'm getting taken down, and there was numerous, bad memories from rugby. Field hockey, terrible game. When it's cold, if you hit the ball wrong with the stick like vibrates. Have you ever played hockey?
I played hurling, which is an Irish sport, and it's the same sort of thing. It's even in golf if you kinda like a little bit.
Yeah, if you like, it's even worse with the hockey. If you like hit it and the thing shakes, it like canes your hands, honestly. And when it's cold, people used to like hit the ball at people's ankles and hit people on the ankles with the sticks.
Oh, it's the
And,
worst.
like,
Do you ever
honestly-
hit yourself in the ankle with a golf club when you're like swinging it? No.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Oof.
it's honestly,
Oof.
it's just
Oof. My housemate actually played hockey for Ireland.
really
Yeah.
ice hockey.
No,
Field
no, no,
hockey.
field hockey.
Sorry, there's confusion. I don't.
Or maybe
really
for Lent.
distinction.
He either played for the like province or the country, but then he discovered alcohol, and that was that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, what you find is that hockey is like football for people who are bad at football.
On that note, we're going to move on over to our guest of the week, Mr. Ryan Risk. Would you like to? That's it. Yeah.
Oh, this is the bit where we segue into the bit we recorded, isn't it? It's got to be seamless, though. Fintan said it had to be seamless. All right, this week we are joined by a very special guest, Mr. Ryan Risk, aka Poker with Risk. You will know him. You may know him. You should know him from twitch.tv/PokerwithRiske, fellow Twitch streamer here. We're going to just hang out for a little bit, do some quick fire questions, and welcome to the show, Ryan.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we've kind of been trying to get Ryan on for a couple of weeks, but due to my absolutely shit schedule, we've been failing miserably. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for finally being part of Off the Rails.
Yeah, no problem.
So, but do you want to give yourself an introduction of yourself rather than Spraggy's shit introduction?
Yeah, sure. I've been playing poker for about 2 years, streaming on Twitch for about a year. I played back in the day, back in the good old days, pre-Black Friday. Took a break for a few years and then came back about a year and a half ago. Been playing full-time ever since and hanging out with the likes of you guys on Twitch.
So, why? I didn't realize you don't even like back playing for 2 years. Why?
Yeah, why'd you take a
quit
break?
Because of Black Friday, I assume.
Yeah, no. So I played in university for a while, and then Black Friday happened. I had some money tied up, so I kind of just like took a break, got the real job in quotations, did that for about 3 years, and then started playing poker again more recently, about like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and was making more money playing poker, and was just like, I should probably start doing this again. And it kind of worked out that I was moving at that exact same time, and I was just like, might as well just. I never actually played poker as a job before. I just did it in university or on the side. So I was like, might as well. I don't have a job lined up. Let's give it a shot.
Excuse my ignorance, and you might get annoyed if I ask this question, but you are Canadian, not American. Your money wasn't tied up. You didn't have to relocate, right?
No, yeah. I only had money on. So I had most of my money on full tilt back then. So full tilt, like, didn't matter where you were. You still had your money tied up for about a year. But I eventually got the money off full tilt.
And are you when are you gonna follow in Spraggy's footsteps and leave the cash games behind and start streaming MTT's full time on Twitch. You won the Hot 750 twice, as you like to point out, as I've failed to win it a few times.
Big round of applause. Hot 750 is someone who's come from the streets, from the gutter. I know that the Hot 750 is a tough tournament, so you have my respect, Ryan, for the back-to-back wins.
Me and you are just the we're not, you know, Finn likes to hang out in the small field tournaments. Me and you are the minefields navigators.
Whoa! If you come in here and try and steal the MFK title off Spraggy, you might find yourself getting kicked off this call pretty quickly.
You can be a navigator, mate, but you won't be the minefield king.
Yeah, I can't play it on expert. I played on like beginner and immediate.
Yeah. So what stakes you play now? You play smaller on stream, right?
Yeah, I play 100 L Zoom for a living. Play like some shots at 200 L, and then when I stream, I just play like lower stakes because I coach those stakes and I do like those silly shackled hands, blind to the blind and stuff. To just kind of
explain
after playing a day.
Explain what the shackled hands are to people who don't know.
Yeah, it's just a little gimmick I have on stream where at the start of the stream, the viewers will pick a hand, usually not a very good hand, something like Jack 3, and then anytime I'm dealt that hand, I have to play it. So it just makes me, like, there's certain scenarios will occur where someone goes all in, and technically that's a single raise pot, so I have to play that hand. So I've had to, like, call off shoves with, like, 4 or 5 offsuit and stuff like that for 100 big blinds, so that doesn't help.
Sorry, Spraggy has decided that he's going to eat some Terry's chocolate orange, and now he's laughing like a little schoolgirl. What's the worst scenario you've got yourself in? Have you had to, like, have you dunked off full 100 big blind stacks because of the shackled hands?
Yeah, well, one of probably the best scenario I had was there was a guy I paid to coach me back in the day, and there was a scenario where a recreational player shoved 80 big blinds on the button, and I was in the small blind with 4 or 5 offsuit, and that was the shackled hand. So I had to call the shove because it was like a single raise pot. I have to call any hand, and the guy who coached me was sitting in the big blind, and I have talked about on stream how he was a terrible coach, but he just sees me call off 100 big blind shove with 4 or 5 off, and it's probably like, this kid never learned anything. I tried to teach him.
Did you get there?
Yeah, we always do.
Nice. I've watched her on stream. I can do it. Yeah, sorry. I've been idly eating these Terry's chocolate.
Not only have you eaten them, but you're like ruffling through the plastic wrappers as if we're not going to be able to hear it.
Ryan, sorry, I've been eating these all day, and then just out of habit, I picked one up and I realised how terribly rude that was of me to grab a sweet.
I can't see you, so I would never have known.
No, sorry about that.
I'll call him out. Don't worry. What sort of ratio are you playing off stream? Like, is it like, are most of your hours on Twitch or are most of your hours full time off stream?
I'd say it's mainly off stream. Like, usually I start grinding around 11 a.m. my time, and then I stream usually around 3 p.m. and stream from like 3 to 6. So maybe it's like 4 to 5 off, and then like 3 to 4 on. Okay. And
have you ever go on?
No, you go on.
I was just gonna say, have you ever streamed your higher stakes? Because I feel in cash games it's got to be a lot more detrimental if you're streaming with a smaller player pool, like people being able to actually exploit you rather than playing tournaments where there's hundreds, if not thousands, of players in the field. So it doesn't really matter. But would you feel like that it'd be a disadvantage to stream them stakes, or would it matter? Or is the player pool?
Because like that, especially because like in MTTs, even if like say the circle of regulars who know your style, they're not really going to be given opportunities to kind of exploit that, because you have to like be at their table in like a scenario where that, you know, information they have is relevant. Whereas in like cash games, you know, you're playing 100 big blinds, you're playing in a pool of maybe, you know, 50 regulars who are there every day. It doesn't take them very long to figure out kind of like your style in different ways. So I haven't really done much streaming of the higher stakes right now. I don't know exactly where the stream's headed next. We might do some more tournament stuff. I hope I don't have to officially cross over like Spraggy did, but we'll see.
Right, shots fired. Anyway, so your plan for the channel? Like, where do you want to be? Like, you're gonna carry on, because like you're getting some pretty good numbers at the moment, right? You're doing the streams continue to grow, and you got a sub button now. So like you're committed. You're all in on the cash games, or you feel like you're gonna jump to the tourneys a little bit more, or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna I might end up mixing in some more. Like Scoop's coming up, and usually I play some of the like big series tournaments to just like test the waters out. Like, I'm definitely not of MTT fish, but I'm also not an MTT pro. I do all right in the big fields, but yeah, I'll probably be doing a bit more of that coming up for Scoop and stuff like that, and kind of see where it goes from there.
Do you find your numbers are better when you stream tournaments, or do people like enjoy the fact that you're like one of the few cash game streamers that's out there on a regular basis, and you'll lose people when you go to tournaments, or does it really matter?
Yeah, well, like I think it's kind of the same for a lot of people. Where if I go deep in a tournament, obviously there's people clicking on the, you know, they get in there for the clickbait because they see, you know, final table X amount up top. But if I'm just kind of streaming tournaments and there's nothing too exciting going on, say if there's no deep runs or anything, then typically my viewer base is better when I'm streaming cash.
Yeah, it sounds about right. People do, the numbers do increase regardless of the streamer. Like if there was a streamer who had like 10 viewers, I'd say if he was the final table, anything with over 10k first, he's gonna have a few hundred. Is there anyone that can climb the listing with a big run, deep run? Do you think? No, don't think so.
What do you mean? Climb the listing with what? Without
it does. Yeah, no. Like if basically like everyone will watch a deep run with a lot of money up top, regardless of who they are. Like then just obviously trying to hold on to the viewers is the important thing, right?
You get growth based on that, right? Like
100%.
If you go on the deep run, obviously you get those new followers. I'm not sorry. I just a few more questions about the Twitch stuff here. I want some dirt. I want some juice, maybe. What are your thoughts on the new sub payout thing? The whole $4.99, $9.99, $24.99. You on that money grab, mate? You on that Bob Geldof at Live Aid? Give me your fucking money now sort of routine here, or what's your plans?
Not so far. I've kind of like looked into it a bit, but I don't have any big plans right now for, you know, trying to entice people to drop that $25 a month or anything like that. Like, I guess we'll wait and see how it develops. I know that you are somewhat opposed to it from what I've heard.
Yeah, he said that under no circumstances will he offer the $25. He said the $10 to $25. No, I'm sticking my loyal fans. I'm staying to the 5. Isn't that right, Bench?
The situation may have changed in recent days. It changes hour by hour.
Since Monday.
I'm getting new information. Situation's always changing. You've got to evolve, move with the times. You're stuck in the mud division over here. Get something in his head, and then he's set on that path. I like to keep it nice and flowy. You know, if I want to change it up, I'm going to change it up. So I may have enabled that option already.
Have you got any?
You've already committed to it then.
Oh, I'm all in, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to pay the bills, right? So I'm definitely not opposed to it. I'm just curious.
I like the word
those lasagnas and red wine don't come for free. So
exactly, it doesn't pay for itself. I like the word. I like the wording you used as well. What can I offer to entice them in? You know, that was a very diplomatic way of putting. How can you get your hands in their pockets? I like it.
You got to make them feel like they're getting their value for it, right?
Do you know what? Having watched Ryan's stream, anyone who subs that channel at $24.99 a month is getting a deal. It's a deal. It's a steal. It's sale of the fucking century. You offer a lot of educational content, right? Like a lot of your stream, having watched it, like you're going over hands all the time. So if someone's looking to play 5-0, 10-0, 25-0, whatever, like there's no better cash game stream, I don't think, for my money. Xflix is very good at that stuff as well, actually. But you guys are out there every day, and I think you probably have the most value in terms of learning to play small stakes cash games.
Yeah, like I've been talking about maybe taking doing the dirty deed of making my VODs sub only.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That side.
You nasty man.
The way I kind of think of it is, you think of all like the training sites and stuff, and especially for cash games, like the amount of hands I go over in a 3-hour session or whatever is going to be, especially for micros and Zoom players who are looking to get up those ranks, there's not going to be much better content for that. So, you can watch it free live, but if you want to go back and go over study it, somewhat reasonable to make them sub only.
Very reasonable. I mean, run it once, you get like a few cash game videos a month or whatever for $10. I mean, you're getting you're doing like 6 hours a day of like hand reviews and talking through hands, live play videos, whatever. So, completely understandable.
I know you tend to do bankroll challenges on your stream. And did you start with $200? Is that right? No?
Yeah, the first time I think I started with maybe 100. Yeah, I started with 100 playing 5-0, and we were doing a 20 buy-in bankroll management strategy. Went up to 50 and now made 2K, and then donated 10% to Rethink Breast Cancer, which is like a charity run of Toronto. This time, I'm just keeping all.
He's trying to get back in the good books. He's just like, yo, I might start charging for my VODs, but I will be donating the money to charity as well, folks. Listen, Ryan, you've already.
This is why I call him Ryan the full package risk on my stream. Do you know what I did when I completed the bankroll challenge? Absolutely nothing, mate. It's still in my PokerStars account and it's not going anywhere. This guy's on the charity donation, and good. Do you know what, mate? Good for you. What a fucking top guy.
How long did it take to go from $100 or $200 to was it 4K or 2K?
Last time was 2K. I think we did it in 40,000 hands, which is like.
You're talking to a tournament donk. Like 40,000 hands could mean anything.
You could do that in a month if you were like grinding it out, right?
Yeah, like usually I only play 2 tables on stream, so you play about 500 hands an hour. Whereas if you're doing it off stream, you play probably 4 tables, so you play about 1,000 hands an hour, take about 40 hours.
That's not bad. It's pretty good hourly.
Yeah, like you got to remember you're starting playing 5 an hour, right? So you don't
It's
make
a hell of an hourly at 5 cents.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I wonder, Brian. Obviously, you and I, typically cash game players.
Oh, here we go.
The former cash game
Here we
player.
go.
I mean, I whipped through like 5, 10, 25, like 5, 10, 16, 25 on the stream, and then 50 now. It's like 50 Zoom, whatever. But I wonder if Fintan, as a tournament player, could beat 5NL over a decent sample.
Go fuck yourself.
Have you watched much of Fintan's stream, Ryan? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he knows how to play those 20 and 30 big blind stacks, but I don't know if he's
it's not a lot.
beyond.
There's not a lot going on there with the 30 big blind. 20.
Do you know what's really cute? Do you know what's so cute? Ben was playing a little bit of 15L heads up today on the stream, and he made, I don't know a lot about poker, but he made this absolutely terrible call in the river. He's like, yeah, man, I was listen, it was terrible. Anyway. He's like, oh, I was a cash game pro. Like, he's like hanging on to it for dear fucking life. He's a micro stakes grinder who binked the big 11 on a Sunday, and he's trying to go on as if he's still this heads up pro. Mate, that ship has long sailed.
He's made hundreds of thousands playing heads up cash. So
thank you. Against people who don't know the alphabet.
But right, you're asking about MTT things. Like, the thing I often do is I'll have a guy tagged. I use a color coding system playing Zoom, and I'll often have guys tagged as like a one-tabler recreational, and then find out he is a crushing MTT player. So
all right, Ryan, we get it. We get it. Cash game players are better than MTT players.
I think we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do a stream one day where you try and play cash games. I really want to see it. I want to see you negotiate like a bet fold at the river. Like, it's just not a situation you'll ever face, because you barely get to a turn with your stack sizes.
Yeah, 3-barreling with money behind is just not a thing.
MTTs. It'll be. I really want to see it.
All right, we can do it. Book it in. We can do it.
Booked.
All right. Come on, let's do the quick fire questions.
Just before we do, because
do you have any more questions?
I just want to give Ryan just a quick shout out on all this shit, because let's be honest, he's not here. He's a very busy man.
He paid us well to come onto the show, to be fair.
Promotion. So twitch.tv/PokerwithRiske. Confirmed?
That's it.
Twitter, Instagram. Do you have a YouTube channel? I know you've got a new YouTube channel coming up, right? You've started one?
Yeah, we've started putting some stuff up there. Basically, you can see the infamous quads over quads hands we played on Twitch.
Benj knows all about
basically
them.
Poker with Risk for everything.
It's Poker Risk for everything. We'll put your links down below when we're finished doing the video. Right, are you ready for the... Can you see the questions, Benj?
Yes.
Okay, right. Let's do this. All right. First thing that comes to your mind, it's either or questions. Ryan, shouldn't be too hard. Do you want to go first or second, Benj?
Doesn't bother me. I'll take it from the top.
All right.
Actually, the first question's awful.
It's terrible.
I know you've come up with that. I'll do it. But I want the audience to know it was your idea.
Okay.
Ready for some quick fire questions, Ryan?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Strap in, mate. Ready? And ace king suited or queen?
Ace king suited.
Cash or tourneys?
Cash.
Hockey or baseball?
Hockey.
Well, that says hockey or basketball, but we'll move on. Fight a bear or a wolf?
Wolf.
Americans or Europeans?
Europeans.
Rachel or Margaret Robbie?
Rachel.
I knew it. Poke or Negreanu?
Sorry, the first one? Poke?
Doug Polk.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him?
I'll go with the fellow cash game guy, Poke.
The most attractive accent?
Australian.
Whoa, Rachel's not gonna like that.
Whoa, so hang on.
Margaret Robbie is Australian though. Just pointing it out. I think that's his like get around, like pick Margaret Robbie. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Quick fire. Favorite alcoholic drink?
Caesar.
Integrity or $24.99 a month subs?
Integrity.
All right, for some. Anthony Joshua. Why is this thing Joshua?
Sorry.
He put it in as Joshua.
Sorry.
Kalisto. Anthony Joshua or Vladimir Klitschko?
Vladimir Klitschko.
Football or soccer?
Soccer.
Shania Twain or Celine Dion?
Shania Twain.
Lance Storm or Chris Jericho?
Chris Jericho.
McGregor, Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Best hand in poker.
8-6 suited.
8-6. Coke or Coke?
Coke.
Fintan or Spraggy?
I refuse to comment.
Fintan or Spraggy?
Fintan, because he asked the question.
Yes.
What the-
It's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's
Bye,
1-1. See you later, Ryan. That was Ryan Risk, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very
Do you
much
know-
for joining us. What have you done, Spraggy?
I was supposed to boot him out of the call because, you know, that thing like
Yeah,
people
yeah,
do,
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like, I'm so annoyed he picked Fintan, I'm kicking him out. And I fucking left the call myself. Well, I'm officially the worst podcast co-host in the history of podcasting. I tried my best. My best was not even anywhere close to good enough. That was Mr. Ryan Risk. That was the quickfire questions. And a confirmed Coke addict. Did you hear that at the end? Unbelievable. Such a genuine, wholesome guy. On his
I'd
stream.
say we've definitely caused a little bit of issue at home as well that he's picked the Australian accent over the
I
Canadian.
know. He'll be fine. I'm sure he
He put a picture of him and Rachel as his picture of choice.
Yeah,
So
I
he
thought
fit
that
a
was
bit of
very-
brownie points, I would say.
what's the word I'm looking for with it? Pathetic. That was the one.
I think you made this sort of noise that I was like, whoosh. I'm not sure what the noise you made. Like it was like a whip or
When?
something. I don't know when. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that was
Oh,
our guest for this week. Yeah, we're gonna do a transition, and we're gonna be back. Is that okay,
No,
Bench?
there is no transition. We're ending the stream there. That's the end of the
We're
podcast.
ending the
right?
podcast here. Oh, I did not know.
That's the end of the podcast. Look on the right-hand taskbar, mate. It's finished. It's done. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Off the Rails. That is episode 5 in the can. Done. Hope you enjoyed everything that you've heard today. Lots of topics up for discussion. If you've got anything to add to the noise, please feel free to jump in the comment section. Tweet myself. Tweet Fintan. Is Bigfoot out there? We don't know. We don't know. The evidence as of yet is inconclusive. If anyone knows, it won't be the Daily Mail, though. That's it. You got anything to add? young
No,
man?
think we'll be back next Friday. We're not available to do it this Monday. / we've been talking about Bigfoot for an episode, and we're not sure if we're going to have enough content in 2 days to make another episode. So I think we're going to be back next Friday with another guest. If you tweet at us 6 topics, we'll be there on Monday and we'll whack them out. But like we are struggling to get the topics out.
Well, you can tell from the quality of this episode. Keep your eyes on the YouTube channel. Keep your eyes on the Twitter page. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.